Yes, yes, guys. You're welcome, 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 welcome to this live altcoin day trading session. Basically what we're gonna be doing today, like this evening, is just looking at some perfect setups, altcoin setups, altcoins that we can buy because the market, has dumped really bad. We saw Bitcoin went right down to about $106,000. It hasn't been a good day so far in the crypto market. We've seen so many coins dumping and all this stuff going on. You know, so I just want us to look at the current market setup, see where Bitcoin is, and look at liquidity, see where price might go to, and from there we can decide whether we're gonna be buying when the new market session start. That is Asia. After Asia, we have UK, then US. Usually, US moves the market that much, you know. And when US move the market, to an extent, we want to see, Asia and the rest consolidate, you know. So if you look back, this is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin chart. During the weekend, we saw how like last week, Monday to yeah, this was Friday. We saw how the market, you know, pump like this, and throughout the weekend, we saw how price going right up to about 111,000, almost $112,000 for Bitcoin. And after that, all of the gains, on Friday was given back. See, so if we look at now the structure here, you see, it shows that we have been in a downtrend after Bitcoin hit $116,000, right? So this information, right, drop level one, drop level two, then now drop level three. So it seems as if we have dropped like three levels. So we should be looking at reversal from here. And if say we're not able to get a reversal from here, then we can see Bitcoin continue dropping downward to let's say about $103,000. I already did a video today about Bitcoin, like that. So this is just an overview or continuation, or like let me just say, I'm repeating what I mentioned or what I said in my video, my live stream today. Right? Because if we look at the weekly setup, it shows that we might be looking at Bitcoin, dropping down to the 50-day moving average, and this is going to be around $100,000 or 100 and yeah, 100, or let's say give or take, we can even go down to about 95,000 dollars. Okay, now Bitcoin dominance has been really showing some strength. Yeah, if we look at this on the weekly setup, you can see that it has regained and stay above now the 50-day EMA. I mean dominance, which is bullish. So it means we can come, it can come for this liquidity here, this zone here, this vector, can recover this vector here, you know. So we might see Bitcoin dominance go back to about 65, which means altcoins might dump even more. So whatever we're gonna be looking at here is gonna be based more on short-term price action. It wouldn't be based on long-term price action. I just want you guys to be aware of that. We're not gonna be looking at this based on like, okay, you want to buy this and hold forever. You want to look at short and long opportunities. Which scenarios we're going to be shorting altcoins, and which scenarios we're going to be buying them or longing altcoins. So that's the like the macro when you look at Bitcoin, and Ethereum also the same thing. Ethereum, before we see any huge move for Ethereum, I already mentioned it. Ethereum should at least reset to a 50-day EMA, before we see any major move to the upside, you know. So I want to be looking at the coins randomly, and see which one will have a good setup. Now, I want to first of all see what the day has done for every coin, right? Then we're gonna now drop down to the lower time frame to start looking for that setup. And we're gonna be looking at the setup from the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So we're gonna look at the daily and the 4 hours time frame, then the 1 hour time frame, we're gonna look at the setups. So for Ethereum, let's see if so we have something trade here. Okay, you see, Ethereum has dumped really bad. In the next 1 hour 30 minutes, the next 4 hours candle should at least take us to recover not half of this vector, but at least give us let's say about 4% to the upside. If say it closed like this, so it can give us even 4% or 1% move to the upside, right? So Ethereum can easily move 4%, or 2%. So if it comes right down here, then the recovery is even high, right? So you should pay attention to this zone that like around 3,500. But because the trend is more downward, if you look at the daily time frame, sorry, the weekly time frame, we are looking at this 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. So it means the target here for this week can be right down to around 3,500, and let me just say $3,500 for Ethereum before we should expect the next move. So if you're taking any long, you know, on the lower time frame, you need to look at like where we have major resistance level. Like look at how price has been moving in the past ever since price break and stay below all of these moving averages. Price has been moving below the alpha trend, and if price stays above the alpha trend, it is only short lived, meaning this moving average is here, it acts as support and resistance. you know I'm not gonna bring in a different trading view here. Let me see if I can do that right now. Within view chart. Um, I want to have a chart that has the better moving average. Let me see. Guys, if you are watching and you have any question, you can post your question. I'm gonna respond to you, no doubt. So if you have any coin that you want me to look at, I'm gonna look at for you, read for you. Well, I just want us to look at you know these setups and see how we can take advantage of it. So I think I already have this chart here, support and resistance. So let me go to something else. Let's see. Okay, so this is the chart I want us to look at. Um, and I was looking at Ethereum, so I want to look at I want to look at Ethereum on this chart. So, if we look at Ethereum on the, or was I looking at Ethereum? Yeah, on the 1 hour time frame. You know, if we are to get any trades here, okay, what we want to see to actually invalidate this, like let's say for example, um if we are to stay in any trade long term, right, we want to see at least, you know price break and stay above, like, let me just mark the zone for you, right? If we see, um I think I have to do it this way. Let me just bring in the volume profile. It's gonna be easier this way to get, like, okay. So for us to start looking for any buy for Ethereum based on this structure, we need to see price, like from where we are currently. Maybe the next 2 hours, the next 1 hour. We want to see a vector candle form. Like what happened here. So we should see a vector candle, a green vector candle, or any of this one. This one is okay, but a green vector candle is even more preferable. Want to see price stays above, like, do something like this. Let me actually mark it for you. So want to see price make its way here, you know, up there. then the pullback should hold here. So if price is gonna pull back here, it should hold this area, this zone here, to take the right to target this liquidity here. This zone here. This should be your take profit zone. That's a short trade for you. Or you can, if you see a vector here, if you drop down to the 50 minutes time frame or the 30 minutes time frame or the 20 minutes time frame, and you see any vector, you know, around this area. Now, yeah, there was a vector here, but this vector didn't survive. So now, if we see another vector here, you know, then we can target this high here, this zone here. But first of all, price is gonna do something like this. It's gonna go up, like break the structure on this time frame. Come back here, hold this zone before going back up there. So if you are buying here, it's at your own risks now because we don't have any confirmation yet. We are actually in a dead zone going towards the Asian session. So we shouldn't look for any trades now. I mean, like taking any trade now. What you need to do is just wait to see how the market will react to the trades that are gonna be taken. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to close one of my trades. Maybe it has shut down already. That was XPL. Let me just look at XPL quickly. See, yeah, I think I have been stopped out from the trade because I took it right up here. Let me see. Yeah, I should have been stopped out on the trade a long time ago. Yeah. Let me see if I'm still in that trade. By the way, if you want to trade either of these coins, you can trade it on Mexi Global or Bitchnix. The links are found below this video. It's gonna be a way to support this channel as well. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate if you do that. Yeah, I've been stopped out from the trades. You know, let me see. Um, I don't know. I would have gotten out from the trade a long time ago. I don't know why I still stayed in the trade. I forgot completely. You know, I was trading SPL for that matter. So let me just check my history to see. Oh, okay. Not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. I came out with a decent profit, so it's not bad. But I took my stop loss above. It was around this area, this XPL. So I'm gonna be looking for a trade here for XPL again because I think um XPL is gonna be one of the coins I want to trade actually. You know, yeah. So I'm just gonna be looking at possible trade here for XPL and not now because price is still above like price is now above below this moving average here, like the 50-day EMA, you know. But if you're looking for something to buy, like to trade for massive upside, then I think XPL is gonna give us that gains. Okay, But let's just finish up with Ethereum first, then we'll go to XPL. I was just looking at it, then I stumbled on it. And then yeah, let me go back to Ethereum. Let's see. Ethereum is down 8%. So we should have a massive trade here. So okay, basically I'm seeing something here on the 1 hour time frame. If this candle keep rejecting like yeah, 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 then the next 1 hour candle might take us up might take us up there. Let me see. Might take us up there. you know. But again, you want to see price. If you want to really buy this, like you want to be more conservative with your entry, you can take risks now. Like if you want to be like bear risk, you can take risks now. But taking risks now is not the best thing to do. My experience has taught me that if I really want to buy this thing, then I should buy. Like this is what I want to see. Okay, because I've already marked the zone here for Ethereum. Okay, I want to see price make its way up here, up there, to an extent up there, then I'm buying the pullback now. Okay, so they're not like buying, like just see the pullback and the pullback and buy. I'm buying when I see that price, the 5 day and the 13-day EMA are crossing each other. So if the 5 day is crossing above the 13-day EMA, then I'm going to think, okay, now they want to push price to the upside. You know, that, like, then my target is gonna be these vectors here. I'm gonna be looking at this vector in the end. At the same time, you see, we have the value area high here. So as much as I'm gonna be looking at this zone here, right? I'm also gonna look at the value area high and also look at the better moving average, to give me that signal. So there's a lot of stuff to look at here. But the good thing is, all right, we are holding this zone here, this area here, we are holding this zone. So if we manage to hold this zone until the UK session, right? So if Asia is gonna, like, keep holding, moving sideways without any vector, maybe UK can give us that vector. But this is what you want to see. You want to see price break above, reject, and come back here, hold this area around the alpha trend. So, like, one of the best zones you can take the trades in always is on the 15 minutes time frame. It's gonna be more easier to take it on the 15 minutes time frame. So what you want to see is this. Okay, you want to see, like, you want to bring in the volume profile. Yeah, let me give you guys the best entry zone now before you get involved above here. So let's just assume that you want to get involved in this trade based on this current price action. So you're gonna take this volume profile, mark it from this low to this low. You are looking at price staying above this area here, this zone, before you buy. So if you're gonna buy here, you know, wait for price to do something like this on the 15 minutes time frame. You want to see price move up there like that. We're gonna experience rejection, and the alpha trend should print a buy signal. Then you are buying now the pullback around this area. So the pullback will take us around this area, or even take us right down to the POC around here before we continue back up to target this liquidity here. You know, so that alone is gonna give you a clear direction on what to do, how to, like, position yourself, how to build that trait, you know. So that's what you should be looking at, and the target, make sure you look at, like, from, if you are buying here, then you are looking at the POC, which is the POC, which is the midpoint, this red zone here in the middle, based on the volume profile, and if you succeed to break above the POC, then you know that they are gonna take you to the value area high, you know. But this zone here should give you the perfect entry. Currently, you can see we are seeing rejection here below the value area low, you know. So yeah. Now, I want us to look at Solana, because Solana is down 11%. I think Solana is even putting more like, it's straightforward. This liquidity will be grabbed. Yeah, this liquidity, they're gonna grab it. I don't know when, but I know what to see before they go grab it. Now, um, this movement here is divergence. This movement is divergence, and this movement is telling me that this zone here is the bottom for this movement down. So, we should see a recovery up there to this zone here around 175,000, $175 for Ethereum. you know, this zone, as I am, like, as I'm talking to you guys, this candle might just pump above you, So I'm gonna be looking for that Ethereum buy as we speak. Okay. Now, what I want to see is simple. I'm gonna bring in the volume profile again, because this is divergence. I'm gonna now block it this way to give me a proper entry. Now, I want to enter the trade either now or when price stays above the POC. Yeah. Okay. So this is what is going to happen. You're going to see price to something like this go up there. Then you see a pullback here. You are buying to take the right to this zone here, to this liquidity up there. Right. So if you have a proper leverage, that's gonna be a decent profit for you. Okay. You know, it might not come back there like exactly like but just wait for confirmation. It could be a bullish engulfing candle or a vector candle around this area. You can see this candle is forming. Is now like getting to. I think I should take this trade. Let me take this trade on Mexi Global currently. I'm taking a trade on my phone, but I think it's gonna give me more laxity. And I think I should take the SPL, the XPL trade. So let me see. Mm. Because this trade is obvious because of this divergence. Yeah, you know. I think I might make something quick out of it. By the way, I want to take this trade on Bitronix, not Mexi Global. On Bitronix. Solana. So I'm gonna put my stop loss below here. It'll be around 160, 62, or 162, 63. Now let me just say 162. Yes, 162. Yeah, I took the trade. So now, basically, the reason why I took this trade, I'm gonna bring a different chart here to show you guys. Let me bring in the hybrid system. With this, I think, let me take off one of my indicators. You know, let me see. I want to show you guys something. Yeah, I want to also look at the trendy low. I think there should be a divergence on the trendy low. There should be divergence there currently. Wow, this thing is taking forever to load. Is this? Hmm. Hmm. Instead, this gave me the opening interest. I want the trendy low instead. Maybe it wasn't here. You know. Let me come to this chart if we're gonna see. This thing is getting slow. I don't know. I turn off my VPN. I don't know what. But basically, I want to see like I wanted you guys to see. I wanted to confirm the divergence, but I'm not able to put. It should come on. I don't know why. Anyways, let's just continue with the analysis. I think I'm when the chart is fully loaded, I'm going to go back there. But for now, let's just continue um with what I'm trying to say. So there should be a trade here, because this huge move down here and this movement to the upside, then pull back to this area, then price close around this range, then we are now back above the value area high. This should be the zone where you should get the best entry, and you should fail to get the best entry, yeah. Then the zone to get the best entry again should be around this area, yeah. You know, see break close above this zone, you get another entry, but you're gonna put your stop loss right below here. So that's why I say this is the best zone to get that entry. Knowing that this could be a divergence, then you are buying now your stop loss just below here, then you target this liquidity here. So that's what I'm currently looking at, and that's um why I took the trade. You know, even though um there's this saying that I said, like look like this saying I always say that don't take the trade if price is not above the 50-day moving average. But at the same time, I wanna see whether I can catch this. Like if I'm gonna catch this move, then I'm gonna get more margin, like more profit to make, and to less to risk. Risk less than have a high margin to make some profit. You know, yeah. Now another coin here that I want also like is really um okay. Now this is crazy, but it's gonna be worth your time. Asta can literally just wake up tomorrow and boom like that up there. Okay, it can happen. So basically, what I'm looking at for Asta is simple. It has given us a zone. Now, this is a zone. So either Asta is looking for a divergence, yeah, you know, yeah, or this zone is gonna act now as um support. So either price is either gonna break, yeah, or come back here, then get back up there. you know so how do we trade this, or like how do we go about this? It's simple. You bring in your volume profile, you mark it there. you know this zone is already the entry zone, right? This zone is already the entry zone. So if you manage to see multiple rejection here on the 15 minutes time frame, then you see a vector candle. you know wow, it can just like what happened here can literally happen here as well. Boom to the upside. So yeah, just usually I don't want to buy on this time frame. You can see what's going on. Look at what price is doing now. You know, you see price is dumping. You know, it's dumping. So this could mean that they wanna reverse wanna start reversing price. So exactly what I've mentioned has happened here. So if we manage to stay above this range, then this zone should be the area that they want to see price stay. So this could be the divergence I'm talking about here. So this could be the bottom. So if we see a candle close above this particular candle, if it close above this and stay above this range, then this is a buy. Okay, but we can sense rejection here, like what happened here. Rejection here, like what happened here. Then this zone is a zone you want to look for that buy opportunity. This area here, this zone here, this area where that the alpha trend pointed a. Let me mark it for you properly. This candle was a candle that made the alpha trend to print a buy signal. So I'm gonna mark this, take it back. What's happening? Okay, what's happening? It's not responding well. I just took off my VPN completely because thing is blocking. Yeah, I just took it off completely. I think it's blocking. Yeah. Oh boy. So let's go back to um the divergence I talked about. Yeah, it was on Solana. I think that was the divergence I talked about. Solana, was it? Yeah, on the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, you see exactly. You see. Oh boy, look. Yeah, you know. See, but this dump here, like from oh boy, let me show you guys something here. Like Solana is actually a super buy, you know. So look at this dump here and look at how the Trenilo reacted to it. Now look at the second dump. Look at where it ended. So we are looking at this more as a like price is going down, but there's this RSI, which is the Trendilo, it's acting as an RSI, is pointing to the upside instead. So this huge dip and the pump and that dip back, it wasn't any significant, if you look at where we are currently. So it's telling us that this was divergence. This zone here is divergence. And we can see multiple divergence here. It can continue going down like this, but it's gonna maintain this range, okay, until we see a breakout of this range. So that was what I was trying to show you guys with Solana. Now looking at Asta, you know, so we have rejected this zone. We are holding this area. Yeah. So if we see price get back up there, I wanna buy Asta, But at the same time, I'm gonna wait to see how price is gonna react to that this area here, this zone that I just marked here currently. If I see price reject it, then I'm gonna, because now it seems as if this is gonna be a perfect entry zone for Asta. Like perfect entry zone. It's down now 29%. You know, if you can easily catch the move, then it's gonna be awesome for you. But now I was showing you guys an area to buy based on previous price action. You know, where is that zone? So this is the area. You know, I think it's better on this time frame, on the 1 hour time frame. You know, so basically, what we want to see happen on the 1 hour time frame is this candle Yeah, is a candle that initiated this move to the upside, this huge move to the upside. You know, this alpha trend was it printed the alpha trend printed a buy signal. Now, if you take it back there, you want to see Asta. Like, if you want to be more super conservative in your buy, this is what you want to see happen with Asta before you get in. Don't get in now. No, don't get in now. Getting in now, you should be experienced because um you might be stopped out. But if you don't want to be stopped out, if we hold this area, then it means price might do something like this, you know, around this area, yeah, that you are buying there to take it back up there. Price can even like do, let me say, can even see price do something like this. We can move sideways, like sideways, 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 then boom to the upside. So be looking at this as well. But this candle, I think, is a perfect candle to take the trade. So me, I'm gonna take this trade right now. Like I'm gonna take this Asta trade right now because I think this zone here should be my stop loss, just directly below this area here, around 0.88391. So I'm gonna go now to make C global. I'm gonna use the advance. My stop loss is gonna be 8391. I want to have a conservative, like tight, tight stop loss. Okay. Now my entry will be this where price is. So I'm gonna take it above, like yeah, 8967 zero, that is 0.8967. So that's gonna be my entry based on this. Um, then I see my stop loss gonna be. It didn't take off my stop loss. Um, 8391, 8391. So I'm gonna place that buy now. So I'm in as that trade now. You know, and it's 5x leverage. I'm doing 5x leverage. This is super, super, super conservative entry. You see, they drop it down to grab this liquidity here. Boom, they're gonna take it back up there. So I can just scalp this quickly to 0.8993. Yeah, I can scalp this easily. That price point, it can easily go there. So instead of me looking at high margin, maybe I just go to like 1:1, right? Like the TP is gonna be based on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, if I have to take the TP based on the 15 minutes time frame, then I should be looking at, um let me see. I should be looking at this zone here. That's 0.8. Let me just say 90, 0.90. You know, yeah, that could do. Price could easily go there. Price could easily go there. You see? Yeah, this is the zone here. Look at this on the one on the look at this on the 5 minutes time frame, right? This was a stopping volume candle, this like this, and look at the next candle that close. It was a hammer on the 5 minutes time frame. So this should take us to at least the 50-day EMA. So I'm not gonna change my take profit. I'm gonna allow my take profit to be around $1, at least $1. You know that one can happen easily. If we look at this on the 1 hour time frame, where do we have $1? We have $1 here around the around um this value area. That is the point of control. So if I put my stop loss, my TP at $1, that's something reasonable, right? Reasonable. But I want to bring down my. I want to come right down here. But if we're gonna see price come right down here, then I want to put my stop loss at 84, 0.8400. So my stop loss is just right below. I can easily take out my profit, like if I see price retrace back to to the 50-day moving average. Sorry, the 5-day EMA, which is gonna happen anyways. You know, we're gonna see this price recover at least to this. So the 90, 0.190 is still a good profit zone, you know. But if you're buying this, know that it's risky. Do your own due diligence. Don't follow what I'm doing. I just want to scalp this. At the same time, I'm looking at this area here, $1, to be the zone where, like, if we're gonna be bullish, like from where we are, then we should see at least a huge buy up there, you know. But I don't think I want to wait for price to go right up there because, um, why? Price need to build like, okay, we can see price go easily at around the 50 EMA, you know. But if I don't see a huge vector candle now, like if this 5 minute candle is ended, this if we see the next 50-minute candle start, and if I'm not seeing any vector candle there, then I'm gonna be skeptical whether I'm gonna buy this or not. Like whether I'm gonna hold this till $1. Okay, I might get out real fast. So I'm gonna stick on the 1 minute time frame. So I see what price is doing on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, it's very important. I got in the trade early around here. So yeah. So let's stick on the 1 minute time frame and see what price is gonna be doing. Then from there, we can make a decision to get out or keep staying in the trade. I'm already up in the trades. So yeah, let's keep seeing what price is gonna do. Then yeah. But I think I wanna buy XPL. XPL I wanna get an entry in XPL, you know. But let's first of all look. Okay, before we go there, let me just add SPL, yeah, because I want to monitor all of the trades at once. Um, so this is Bearer chain. I want to go to XPL. I want to see if I should take a trade here for XPL. Okay, it's risky to take a trade here for XPL. Why? Not like it's risky, but um, let me see. Why is the alpha trend not showing? Yeah, guys. If you have any coin that you want me to look at, you can drop it at the comment section. I'm gonna look at it. I think XPL looks bullish. Yeah, look. Um, well, instead of me to bring in XPL, yeah, let me just bring in Solana. I'm gonna go to a different chart to look at XPL since let me do a proper analysis on what we are. I'm in a Solana trade right now, so yeah. So let's go now to XPL. Let's see if say we can get a trade here for XPL. I think XPL can pump, but at the same time, I'm looking at this. Hmm. Okay, I was top out, but I don't know. So what I'm gonna do now is simple. I'm gonna bring in the volume profile, mark all of this range, you know. So I wanna see where price might head to before I buy. Okay, so this is the POC. Because we are here, we can easily make our way down into the POC and bounce from the POC or go back to the value area low. But I doubt that we're gonna go back to the value area low. So we might, actually stay here. But at the same time, I'm gonna get my buy based on this. The alpha trend has printed this buy signal. This candle, this one here, caused the alpha trend to print a buy signal. This one is kind of like this, you know. So if I'm gonna be taking any buy, yeah, it should be from above this area, yeah, this zone. But I cannot wait for price to go there, right? I want to like to go there. You know what I want to see before price get there is at least drop down to this area, yeah. Then a vector candle should be formed. So if we are gonna hold this zone, which I think we are gonna hold this zone, I'm gonna buy XPL at one point. Then I'm going to look at this zone as the main area where I didn't see this coming. This candle actually, yeah, this candle, yeah, is also an important zone of entry. So if we stay in this range and close above here, can easily buy this coin. you know. So the whole of this range here is very important. The whole of this range. So in essence, the moment I see this close above here, like start doing something like this, I'm buying because it might just spike to the upside. Now looking at um the 1 hour time frame for XPL, you see, we might come down here to this zone here, the market open area, before we continue to the upside. But again, it's gonna make sense to see that price is above at least the 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame before we take that buy. So the current structure looks somehow awesome because if we stick the buy around this area, yeah, you know, actually if we didn't take the buy, if we are not able to take the buy, like if you see price move like up there, then you're not able to take the buy instantly. You can take the buy when price pull back here. So price can do something like that, go right up there, okay, then come back here, you're buying here, then you target the high. I think this is the game I'm gonna be playing. So I'm gonna allow price to play out here. I'm buying pullback to this zone, then take the ride to the upside. For now, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna make our way to the POC or to this zone here where we have the better moving average. Okay, so yeah, guys. The reason why I am sticking on this one is because the upside is bogus. Look, the upside is bogus, and we are around the bottom of this dump here. You see this dump here. So, guys, I mean, just pay attention to all of this. Is going to help you a lot. Um, let's go back to this trade here. Let's see what's happening here. So this XPS trade is actually awesome. It's taking us to where we wanted to take us. You know, at least 90, 91. I want to take out the profit around the better moving average. You know, but that's where we are going to around the 90 price point and so on. So if I take out profit right now, it's pretty decent profit somehow. Not that great profit, but decent. you know, and you see Solana is holding, is holding this area, yeah. As I mentioned earlier. See, this is divergence, you know. Guys, um, if you are watching, let me know where you are watching from. You have any question, post your question. Okay, I can see DRX Mehesh or Ethereum. I think I talked about Ethereum earlier, but let me just go back to Ethereum. I've already talked about Ethereum. Let's see. What about Ethereum? I already give you guys the entry for Ethereum, you know, but let's do it again. Because um okay, now I want you guys to understand this. Okay, we are in a downtrend. So for you to understand where you're gonna cash out your profit, you need to understand where we are on the higher time frame. So this is Ethereum. We are in a downtrend, and price. I think price is making its way to the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. So this week can take us right down to 3,300 or 3,000 price point for Ethereum. So the 3,500 or 3,200 or 3,000 price point for Ethereum. But it has to happen before we see the next high for Ethereum. Okay. So whatever you're doing right now, be rest assured that we still have a downside. Yeah. So if you want to buy Ethereum, then around 3,500 should be the best entry. So if you're buying Ethereum right now, note that your stop loss should be at least below there. But I'm not gonna recommend you do that. Okay, why? Because we are on the for 1 hour time frame. So let's get the best entry now, which is this area here. So we can just mark this zone, guys. This is short trade, okay, for Ethereum. I'm gonna wait for the trade. I'm gonna take it. You know, um, you bring in a volume profile, right? And you wanna buy Ethereum when you see price break and close above the value area high. Now, you're not buying immediately when you see price break above. You want to see the alpha trade at least print a buy signal before you buy. And this move should be invalidated. So what price is going to do is simple. You want to see price do something like this. Stay above the 50 EMA, get there, right? Then the alpha trade is going to print a buy signal, right? Then you're going to see now a dump. Price is going to dump from there to here. This is where you're buying it or you're buying it down there. You're buying it around the PO. So it's gonna either go you're gonna either buy it here or buy it here or buy it there. But the end point is you're buying it around this zone and your stop loss is right below, like right below here, you know. And then if it gets here, boom, you're targeting this high here. That's the high. This zone where the alpha trend printed a sell signal. So this should be the zone that you target, and this is in confluence with the 800 day moving average. So you can buy now. Like if I'm the one who wanna buy Ethereum, I don't want to trade Ethereum per se. I have coins to trade. I already bought Asta. I already bought Solana. So I don't want to have multiple trades going on at the same time. But if I am gonna get in, like if I'm gonna get in confidently in Ethereum, then I need to see Ethereum do something like this, then drop and then hold this area like this. Then I want to target this upside. But here is the best entry. Why? If we drop down to this time frame, you see that we have had multiple rejection here, multiple rejection, around this area, and on on this time frame, you see that we have been moving sideways at least to an extent. So the breakout should be above price instead before downward. Why? We need to at least kiss either of these moving averages here, these ones here. So if we see price move like drastically to the upside, like this, let me bring it back. So if price is gonna do something like this, go up here, it means this structure will be broken. This one here will be broken. Then you wait for pullback here. So on this time frame, you can easily see it clearly. Can wait for pullback here, you know, or here, but it's gonna happen around this zone here. you know, then you're taking the ride to the upside. So that's how I'm gonna play out for Ethereum. But there is gonna be a short trade, not a long trade, guys. Don't take any long trade like swing trade Ethereum. The highest zone should be this liquidity here around 3,800, or let me say give or take, um if we have to see some recovery here, then it should be around this area where the alpha trend printed a sell signal. This zone here. So it should be around 3,800. This zone here. 3,800 price point. So that should be your take profit area. Then you wait to reassess what price will do. We will reassess to see what price will do from this area here for Ethereum. But if we break above there, then you can still buy back again. If we see price like continue to go to the upside and break above that zone, then you can buy pullback. Okay, you can buy pullback, which is gonna take you back around this area here before we continue to the upside. You know, but in this case now we have broken structure on the 1 hour time frame. See, this is the previous low, high, swing low, swing high, swing low. So if the next swing high is not gonna break the previous swing high, then we are gonna be back in a downtrend. So if this is gonna break, then we're gonna see price retrace back to the previous swing low. You know, so this is gonna be a perfect zone now to get the best entry. You know, guys, it's like if you're patient, you are gonna catch most of the trades out there. Trust me. If you're patient, like most of the time I lose trade, it's not because my entry is bad, it's because I wasn't patient. I got in at a good entry point, but I didn't know that the stop loss, like my stop loss is not gonna be the same way if I would have waited. So I get in so early most of the time, like in the past, that um I'm always gonna be stop out, right? But now I've built a uh, um strategy that is going to always put me ahead of the curve. Like if I'm buying and know, okay, if I'm gonna lose this trade, it's not gonna be because of my T. It's gonna be because okay, um, we haven't yet seen the bottom. They haven't yet hit that liquidity below price to now start taking us to the upside. So you have to understand all of this. You know, so this is gonna be one of the best trades you can take for Ethereum. You can either allow price to play out up there, or you take it here. Then you hold it because if you take it here, price can still go right up there. You catch all profit, then you buy back again here. But buying it here is risky, as I mentioned. But of course, um, that's the game. You have to bear risks to make money. Okay. I'm still in this Asta trade, right? Yeah, I'm still in the trades. I'm still there, holding, holding that baby. See, I just hit my target. you know, just hit my target like that. But I'm looking at this. I'm gonna close. Let me show you guys something. I'm gonna close the trade. Why? Let me share something. Oh no, I'm not gonna close the trade now. I'm gonna close the trade when I see price hit this moving average here. I'm gonna close it now because I think that um since it's a scalp trade, okay, now I have to be patient. I want to show you guys something. So basically, I want to see price hit this moving average here also, the 13-day EMA. If we see it hits the 13-day EMA, then there's high chances we might drop back down a little bit. But again, you see, we are back above the value area high. So why do I want to close the trade now? I think I shouldn't close the trade because we are above. Like these guys, this is what I do. Like I talk to myself, and I like I talk again, or I tell myself not to do certain things. Like don't do it. Don't. So I ask myself, why should we sell now? Why should we take this short profit now? Right? You know, um, yeah, because I just make 16%. 16% is good money to go buy some groceries. You know, sun is up. Mm. My boy is with me. My boy want to trade with me. Not sleeping. Yeah, I my boy is here, so I want him to go and sleep. You know, go and sleep. If you're watching and you have any coin you want me to look at right now, just let me know. You know, um, for Solana, you see, we're gonna get a spike here. Also, you're gonna spike up there, Solana. So, let me see, um, XPL. Okay, I think XPL is getting back into my zone. Let's see where XPL is. I need to take this XPL trade. Yeah, trust me, guys. I think actually, yeah, I'm gonna wait to see price break above um this zone, yeah, and I'm gonna buy here. I think I wanna see because we have experienced multiple rejection here, yeah. So if we break out with volume, right, then we should come back at least there, so I can now buy here. Okay, yep. Zcash is on fire. Actually, Zcash is on fire. Guys, it seems as if you don't have any coin for me to look at currently. So if you're watching me and you have no coins for me to look at, then maybe I should just end the live stream because I've been live now for 1 hour 50 minutes. Or except you have some coins you want to look at right now. I'm just gonna just be looking at my trades. If I get to a proper take profit zone, I'm gonna get my profit. This also is a good um opportunity now. AVNT is giving, like, look at this. If this candle close as an engulfing candle, then there's high chances that we're gonna make. I'm gonna take a trade here for AVNT too. You know, let me look at the structure here for AVNT. Yep, it looks bearish on the daily time frame. So I cannot really be looking more at scalp. Been at swing trade should be more of scalp since we have experienced this dip here.
when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind.
If you haven't like the stream, do like the stream. Give thumbs up if you are enjoying it so far.
From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made.
Yeah, guys, I'm back. The Asta trade, Asta trade and Solana trade is doing so well. You know, yeah, I love it.
His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortunes made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade.
If you have any coin that you want to look at, good, but I'm already in these trades. I start Asta and Solana trades. So yeah, if you want me to look at any other coin, you can comment the coin. I'm gonna look at it specific. If not, then I'm always gonna be able to show you guys this board.
Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortunes made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortunes made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click,
Asta is so quick, it moves so fast. A lot of people too are trading this bad boy.
his name.
It moves so fast.
Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he
Okay,
reigns like a
the market just opened, new daily candle just formed.
debate on crypto,
So
king of the trade. In the
let's
world
see
of coins, his fortune's made.
what it's doing.
With a click and a beat, he's ahead.
The new daily candle just formed.
Whispers of his legend long speak his
Yep.
name.
The upside is good. Trust me. Today, price is gonna recover at least half of this candle.
Street to baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins,